everybody. Welcome to another episode of our Book of War playtests. Glad to be here again with Gamma Dan Cullinan.
Hi all.
As we've both been dealing with, it got hot here in New York.
Yeah, big, quickly.
Yeah, very quickly. Yes,
Yeah.
it popped up to 10 degrees hotter than it's been in a year.
Yep.
Overnight. So we are in our fairly hot studio, so we'll be dealing with that. I've got a fan running. You might hear it on the microphone possibly. If that's disturbing, feel free to tell us. But be nice.
But we need it.
Because it's a little toasty. Hey, Backways, thanks for checking in on where the streams are active. Appreciate it. So if you're new to the stream and you haven't seen this before and you're wondering what this is, Book of War is our lightweight, fast-paced, easy-to-learn war game that's compatible with classic D&D, like original D&D or first edition or BX or things like that. And we've been playing and refining it for a number of years. I run billions of computer simulations to try to make it balanced and true to the action that you'd actually get if you're playing out classic D&D with lots and lots and lots of guys on the table. And if you want to know more about it, you can go to oedgames.com and you can find out everything that we're doing for our continuing playtests for hopefully an upcoming edition pretty soon. And we have a lot of fun with it, so hopefully you'll agree. Been up to anything interesting in the last couple weeks, Dan?
No, just this and that. Work, chores, the huge.
Yeah,
how about
I feel
you?
That. Same.
Yeah.
Same. You know, I my academic semester, I had the first test last week, and we are all friends. We're all friends for the first 3 weeks, and the first test happens, and suddenly stuff gets very serious.
Yeah.
And it got really tense. So that's what happens, right? We know that's going to happen. So that's that's the job. That's the job, Ryan.
That's the job.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we are, trying to get people ready for professional careers and try to take it pretty seriously. So that's all good.
Oh, for sure.
And then I had to take a week off, and then I get spring break, so I get to recover for a week. So that's good.
Nice.
I think I went to HelgaCon, right?
Oh.
Our convention, a little indie convention with
Yeah,
Paul.
I was going to ask about that.
Else.
Yeah.
Oh, so great.
Oh, really?
So great. Yeah.
Where is that located?
We did that in Plymouth, Mass.
Ah, yeah.
We get a vacation house off season.
Right. That's what you do every time. Yeah.
Yeah, and it works out super, super well. And some of my best friends that I've only met there, and I only hang out with once a year, and they're my best friends. So I had really great time. I did the last episode in the Slavers series that I've been running year after year.
A1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, exactly. So A4 is the last one where you're tossed in a dungeon and all of your stuff is gone and you have no spells and no equipment and no weapons and no light and nothing to map with and literally nothing.
What level are you by then?
5th.
Okay, well,
Fifth
it's not
level
even that high
characters.
level, is it?
It's
Wow.
not. It's not.
Yikes.
And there's not very much in the dungeon. So most of the action is pitch darkness.
Nice.
Feeling around. They had one character with infravision that could help a bit. Never got any equipment of note. Trying to escape, and they start off. All they have are loincloths. Literally nothing else. No spells. And with my players, it was about 10 minutes before someone got naked.
Yeah.
Right, and they repurposed the loincloths for a bunch of different tools. Or tried to mark their path.
Yes.
Right, so I think everybody was naked by the end.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do. And there was, one player who was like, I take it off right now, and I'm starting to use stuff. So she's one of our top players.
Yeah.
Can't hear it over. Oh, okay. William's saying he can't hear our fan over his fan.
Oh,
is what you're saying.
Oh,
so
scared me.
So we feel that.
Yeah.
William's also in upstate New York, actually. So he's suffering this heat wave the same as we are.
Yeah.
Now, you pointed out just before we started that both of our armies that we brought tonight are weather dependent.
Yes, that's right. And so that's a relief, frankly. I mean, well, it depends, right? If I didn't have any weather problems, I would be trying to figure out how to change the weather. You do have something there that can change weather.
Yes, I do. Maybe, how about you tell us first
yes.
what you brought, and then let me see. So there's this. So again, as we discuss the armies that we brought tonight, And if you'd like to double check on the exact stats and the costs and so forth, you can go to oedgames.com/streaming, and you'll see the current rules that we're using for this series of playtests. And what Dan brought tonight is currently on camera.
Yes, so I brought tonight a bunch of orcs. So I have 20 figures of orc medium foot.
Right.
And I have 20 figures of orc archers.
Which represents 200 of each in
That's
D&D.
right,
So
200
you've
of
got
each.
Really, 200.
So a real horde of orcs.
You really did.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they brought their friends, the ogres, and they rustled up quite a few ogres. So we have 10 figures, which is 100 ogres.
Yeah.
Which, wow, that would be enough to...
That's a lot of ogres.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. So Dan is pushing my capacity for we depleted, right? We depleted all the figures that I have of all these things tonight, which I appreciate, and usually triggers me getting more figures.
That's what... Yeah, eBay time.
Right. I'll probably be on eBay later tonight. No, if anybody's got ogre figures that you want to get rid of, feel free to post them on eBay tonight. And so what I brought was all the other orc figures. Basically, let me just get this out of the way here. That's not helping. There we go. That's better. Okay, something like that. So what I brought was, so as Dan's pointing out, I brought my my Titan figure. So I brought one single solo Titan on the board here. And the Titan has high armor, has 2 health, which is extraordinary for a solo. The vast majority of solos only have 1 health in this game. So the Titan has a lot of sticking power, 2 health, 6 armor, and 2 spells.
Yeah.
Come to the board with 2 top-level spells. I've picked them out in advance.
Yes, and?
There they are. So we'll find out.
So there'll be a nice surprise for me later. I see.
We'll find out what the Titan brought later on. And I brought 1 figure of fire giants, which represents 10 fire giants there, which I thought would be appropriate because, you know, I wish that I was immune to heat right at the moment. And, of course, they can throw stones. We've had a lot of solos recently, right?
Yeah.
We've had a lot, like I guess last time I brought 2 wizards.
And I just stuck to unicorns. So I've been kind of backing off the solos. I think I just needed a palate cleanser.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah, but next time it's all solos. I'm just kidding.
We've had more than one person suggest that.
Yeah, maybe
that they wanted to see an all solo fight. I mean, the game is not set up to support that, so maybe we should try it out just to see how crazy it can get.
All the more reason, yeah.
Right. But we've had, wizards with wands of fireballs throwing out a lot of fireballs, and I thought that would be great if some of my army was immune to that. But that's not happening, so good call. And then I have 7 figures of horse archers, which again represent really 70 men on horses with bows, and of course they have the split move ability that's always been in these war games. So if I want to, they can specially move half, take a shot, and then move another half at the end of the turn. Yeah. Which is kind of cool. And then I have all the other orc figures that I own. So I also have 20 orc archers. Yeah. Here. Okay. Which I thought I was being clever about, and then you walk in and say the exact same thing. And then I brought 27 figures of Lightfoot men.
Interesting. We don't see many of those. Right. Okay, let's see. Right. I'm interested to see how you put those to use.
Yeah, I thought it'd be interesting. We don't test those a lot. I thought that would be interesting. And again, kind of on the, I don't know, maybe this is a force coming out of the desert theme, right? Felt in flavor too.
Or what if they're coming off ships? No, go with the desert.
Feel free to fill in Feel free to fill in the lore to your personal taste. But yeah, I wanted to try that.
Feels like the desert today, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we have been using a lot of solos recently, and so we have recently not had many figures on the board because they're so high priced. And tonight we came in and we both kind of brought a horde of larger stuff. So kind of an interesting shift.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to have armies,
It is. Yeah. I mean, I suppose we could consider at some point, the other way we could stress the system is we could consider bulking up to higher point values. So we're currently playing at 500 points.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose we could bulk it up to like 800 or something, or 750 and see how much more we can bring.
What about siege machines and walls?
Yes.
And a naval battle.
This is the goal. Okay, so this is absolutely totally the end game for me.
Nice.
And I'm still working. Yes.
Okay.
Yes to all that.
So after all that, we'll up the points.
Great. Great. That's the plan. That's the plan, everybody. Yeah. So that is we have for tonight.
But
so
Delta, I do have to ask, what's your Titan named?
I totally trapped myself with this. Negatus.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, Negatus.
Negatus, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, Backway suggested Chronos. I hear what you're saying. But I don't have time powers, so I didn't feel like that was appropriate.
Yes.
I thought about that. Yeah. And thanks, William, for also chiming in on the siege stuff. Yeah. All right, now you get me thinking about that. I was actually looking. I mean, for what it's worth, I think it was yesterday. I was looking at the siege rules that's in Chainmail in first edition. Mm-hmm. And making a decision about, is this really the same rule set, basically? Sort of, yes, sort of, for a couple things. One thing that happened at our little house indie convention is, again, some of you know I'm running these playtests for the Book of Spells product that I call Wizards Warzone, and we had a fantastic game at a table with 7 people, all playing Wizards with every spell available in the game, and it was really smashing. It was just a smashing event. So we'll probably be talking more about that. Okay, so there are the armies, and you have a whole bunch of that. Remember that the ogres do 1.5 times damage.
Yes.
So if you score 2 hits, I take 3 damage.
Yep.
Is what happens.
Yep.
My Titans got 2 spells. My Giants are immune to fire. My Horse Archers can split move. I think those are the special abilities.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. I think we're good. Okay, so get rid of this, get rid of this on the table. And let's roll for initiative, and I guess whoever rolls lowest has to sit up first, is basically what we discovered.
That's what we always do, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have to sit up first.
I sure do.
Uh-huh. So we'll start with terrain,
okay, and
we'll go back and forth 4 times, and we'll see if we get a lot of terrain tonight or not so much.
Okay.
Let me get the terrain table up. It's basically low is dry
marsh.
and high is wet. A marsh. Rough pond, gully, here's a marsh. And as a reminder to viewers, marsh reduces movement to 1/3.
Yes. Okay.
Or for horses, it becomes a 1/6.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's put the marsh here, I think.
Put that down. Final answer, I assume?
Yes, final answer.
And I would like to point out that I already regret my spell selection.
That one that never gets used would have gotten used, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, 9, which is woods. Cool. So woods block all archery. I have a bunch of archers. You have a bunch of archers.
Mm-hmm. And we've talked about this several times. 4 inches high?
3.
3. Okay,
Yeah.
2 inches high. Okay.
Good question.
Yeah,
3.
2 inches high. Yeah.
There was some kind of research that I did at some point in the past about, average tree size.
Yeah, for tall pines that makes sense. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've become obsessed in a hex crawl I'm running with how big things look from different distances. And so
great.
now when I go on road trips with my wife, I drive her crazy by saying,
Yeah, right?
you see that tree? How tall do you think it is?
Yeah.
You know, or, you know, those trees block that mountain. I wonder what the distance is of the trees from us and the mountain from us. You know, stuff like that.
You know, D&D is so funny.
Exactly.
D&D is so funny about making you find these things out about the world. I remember, I think in like circa 1980, right? There was an article, I believe, in Psychology Today about this new fad, this new D&D fad coming up, and that there was, you know, someone's being presented as a professional DM, right? And the thing that they highlighted in the article to show how in depth they did was that they were doing trigonometry to figure out how far away mountain peaks would be visible in the world.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was exactly that.
That's awesome. Now we just Google it, but yeah.
Well, you still have to have, here's a formula. You still have to, right?
Yeah.
Or a,
it's
or
like
a web calculator.
3.57. It's like times the square root of the height, right? If it's in kilometers and meters, right? Yeah.
Yep, exactly. And then, you know, like last night, I was looking up 1927 U.S. Bureau of Standards code for how tall you could make masonry walls.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, based on the width, right? So you can make it a particular height, but you have to make it a certain width in order to match the code for building mortared stone walls.
And you reckon that's probably roughly what it was?
Yeah,
that's probably based on some common sense what you need.
Yeah, exactly. And over the years, right, as engineering practices get better, right, you're able to build it taller and taller. So I figure the further back I can go, the better.
Oh, for sure.
And that's like the most detailed thing I could do that was like 100 years ago or so.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
Yeah, right. So look forward to that in EndNotes coming soon. The weird stuff you end up Googling, says William.
It's true.
I don't know, viewers, feel free to tell us what you've Googled recently if you're doing D&D games. I guess then you can make your second terrain roll.
All right, yes.
That's where my woods are.
Oh, interesting, at an angle there. I kind of missed that. Okay,
yeah.
10, another marsh? My goodness.
Yeah. The regret, the regret deepens.
Thank you.
Where's that gonna go?
Well, I have this kind of need to make these things make sense, so we're gonna make this a contiguous marsh.
I appreciate that.
Okay,
actually.
good, yeah. Although I suppose you could always have little hills between marshes.
Right.
Could happen.
Yeah. It'd be like Marsha.
Marsha. Oh boy. I've been thinking about too. You know. The different words for different terrain. So marsh, fen, bog.
Yeah, right.
All slightly different.
Great.
Glen, hollow.
Wow.
Gully. You know.
I wind up spending a lot of time with thesauruses.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And I actually, in one of my programming classes, I think last semester, like I really emphasized having a good name gives you power.
Yes.
Having a good name that you're able to Google,
yes,
right, and that you're able to communicate with somebody. So I say, really, you should spend some time. I probably spend more time when I'm programming trying to think of really good, clear names for my objects. And I said, I go to a thesaurus.
Yeah. Oh, for
and
sure.
I look up the right name, and my whole class gasped, and they went, a thesaurus.
Yeah, because you wouldn't think of it like as a thing you need for programming. Yeah, that's great.
But it is a written,
yeah,
right? It's a form of writing.
Yeah, for sure.
And the more expressive you can be, the better it is for the people. And okay, now I'm off.
We're totally on a tangent. Right. my fault. I'm sorry. But very interesting. Anyway, okay, so here's my next roll.
I think that was supposed to be mine.
Oh,
I think I gave you a look that said it's your roll, and I was wrong to do that. So
Shall I save this roll for later? No.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I'm going to say no, right? Okay. That's perfect. Okay, so my next roll is a 6, which is open, which is nothing.
Great. Here we go.
Sorry about that.
And it's a 9.
It's a woods.
For the woods.
This. Give me some trees.
All right, no elves or hobbits or anything tonight.
No elves, hobbits, no dwarves, which would get a bonus against my giants. I was on the lookout for that.
Okay.
No flyers.
Right. Wow. we just don't have anywhere to move without obstruction, do we?
Yes, right.
Well, let's double down on that.
Oh, this is gonna get clogged up. So this is my third roll.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll have one more cycle. Oh, 3.
Wait. We have marsh, wood.
Plus
Open.
my open.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was roll number 6, and I'm getting
Rough.
Which is a field of boulders. So this is going to go really close to you is what's going to happen.
Okay.
Taping this down so the fan doesn't blow stuff around.
Yeah.
I'm putting things at slightly weird angles just to irritate Dan.
Yes. I need okay.
So
4. Okay, hell.
4's a
First
hit.
of those. That's fun. All right. Let's say. Maybe.
Oh, you are making things make sense.
There we are.
Okay, and here's the last roll, which is 7, which is open, which is nothing. So you get to place 4 things, and I only get 2.
Okay, fun. And it's weather time.
Right. Let me pull up the table for that. How about you roll this big one here?
Okay.
This back.
5.
Okay, so 5 is cloudy, which is our middle result.
No effect.
So I'll mark that in the top right of the screen right now. Cloudy. Yeah. So all the archers work normally, and all the horses work normally, and all the orcs work normally.
Yep.
And at this point, you can set up all your army over there.
Okay, great. Let's make sure. I don't think I really want to move too much around, but. Basically my movement rates are 9 and 12, and then the ogres are 9. Okay. So with that in mind, then I think I'll actually do this. Maybe I will, yeah, here's what I'm going to do. And, yeah, the rough is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay.
Good.
Yeah, this is what I'm going to do.
Crazy. Oh, fascinating. Okay, so Dan has his ogres on the far ends of the board there, on the top bottom of the screen, and then you have this giant column of all the orcs.
Yeah.
All stacked up.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Fascinating. All right, so now I got to set up my army. Boy, that is a lot of terrain. That's a lot of ugly terrain.
Yeah. Rough is half movement? Or
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
half
yeah.
movement.
Okay, so a couple things here are really obvious. One is that I want these guys here. And just thinking a lot. So your ogres and your medium foot are armor 5, and your archers are armor 4.
That's right.
And you got the archers up front, and you got the medium foot in back.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that seems obvious. Okay, I'm gonna have to. My strategy is gonna have to get adjusted from how I thought I was gonna use stuff. I had such a great strategy, Dan. I had such a great plan, and then you didn't bring the right army.
yeah. There's wisdom in that.
Boy, you stacking up the marsh is really interesting. You stacking up the marsh made that really interesting. Huh. Boy, that,
Also, it's kind of a very cinematic image of these orcs battering
Oh
each
yeah,
other in an
that's
arm.
great. Huh. Boy, this is really interesting. I'm doing some math just in case anybody asks. Jeez, what should I do? I mean, I brought guys that have a lot of mobility, right? I brought horse archers, I brought lightfoot. All my guys have at least 12-inch movement. And the middle of the board's so clogged up, there's very little that I can do to make use of that.
The lightfoot, you're right, yeah.
Okay. Okay, all right, okay. Jeez. Okay, so I'm going to be changing my orientation a little bit here. And this has to be one single unit.
Okay.
Do this. I think that's what I've got to do, I guess. What am I going to do with these guys? Yeah, that's fine. Wow. Oh, I'm regretting my spell selection even more. I just realized, wow. I guess that's good. Okay, I guess I'm good with that. So I got my horse archers on the far side over there by the marsh. I got all my light foot stacked up over here near me. And then orc archers. There's my leader Titan right there, and there's my group of fire giants. So that's what I'm going with. Yeah. Any questions?
No,
All right.
No.
All right.
All right. So declaring
The game has started. Yes. Declare your movement.
Okay. All right. All my archers. I'm going to move these archers a full movement sort of roughly this way.
Great.
And these archers a full movement kind of roughly that way.
Great.
Then I'm going to move these guys all a full movement, more or less. I'm just basically going to go maybe forward, maybe slightly left.
Got it.
Full movement. These guys full movement forward. These guys full movement forward.
Got it.
That's it.
Got it.
All right.
Fairly straightforward army.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Sorry, don't want to touch the rough there.
It's got a bad texture, so I can see why you'd say that.
Yeah. And yes, I think just basically like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I have like a bell or something on the show for when we actually start playing? I feel like I need like a horn or a
Yeah, a bell like a fight.
right?
Like,
Yeah.
Or maybe like some kind of brass or maybe war drums like you have in the opening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a little more of an
That would be
angle than I
nice.
meant to do. I'm just going to sort of correct that slightly. There we go.
I don't know if you have a suggestion for that, William.
And then these guys are just following in their footsteps. And now these guys.
Oh yeah, ogres only move 9.
Yeah.
Crazy. I would have thought differently.
All right, that was it.
So William, is that the Jeopardy theme? I guess those are horns. I'm seeing the horn icon. Okay, so nice. Organization.
Thank you.
And obviously you don't have any attacks.
No.
All right, so my movement is going to be, I'm going to send the horse archers to the edge of the marsh right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to send these archers up to the edge of the marsh.
Okay.
I'm going to send these guys forward as much as possible, which is 12. These archers as much as possible. Titan goes up to about here. Fire giants follow these guys.
Okay.
I guess that's it. So the horse archers can go up to 24 if I wanted to, if I did a full move, but I'm just moving 9.
Okay.
Which would allow them to take a shot, but I'm clearly out of range. Yeah. And these guys can go 12, so they'll go right up the edge of the marsh, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys can go 12 with my light foot, which is up to here. Also 12. Also 9 or 10 or something. And so these guys here, this is 9 inches. Takes 2 to get up here.
Yep.
So I'm at 11, and I can go 1 more inch forward.
Okay.
I'm going to balance that with a die.
Yeah.
So I'm just on that first tier there.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And these giants here can move to 12. Thank you for fixing that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my horse archers could take a shot, but I'm out of range, like I say. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
And it's
Alright.
turn 2.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think what I want to do is advance these as far as I can into the marsh, basically.
Interesting. Okay.
These also, so I'm going to kind of straighten them up and
Okay.
go.
Yep. Okay.
You know, I had to get them kind of side by side, so that's why
Yeah.
I did it this way.
Yeah.
And then these coming in behind as far as they can.
Yep.
but trying to stay over here. You know,
Great.
so straight.
Yep.
And then these guys will continue in the same trajectory towards the woods, basically.
Mhm.
These guys are going to continue straight ahead.
Great.
All right. These should be. I think I can. Well, let me do it from this side. Oh no. All right. So the last 2 inches of that are in woods. Looks like. And woods are half movement.
Correct.
So I go 1 inch into the woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so glad I put these at a bad angle.
Okay. So 1 inch into the woods is
Yeah.
basically like, oh, so I'm measuring 8 inches. So I'm putting my finger where the
Yeah.
stop. So I'm like technically in the woods.
Right.
So is there a way to indicate that I should be doing? Should I like prop them up and stuff, or just we'll just remember I'm in the
I don't
woods?
know. I'm open to suggestions.
I think we can remember that I'm
Great.
in the woods.
Great.
You know.
Yeah.
And then over here, okay. So it's 7 inches
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
And then it's 9, 10, 11, 12. So two, not even.
A little less than
An
2
inch and
inches into
2/3?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay.
An inch and 1/3?
An inch and 1/3, I'm sorry. Okay.
Is that right? We're trying to do 5 divided by 3, so we're trying to do.
Yeah.
No, that's an inch and 2/3. Yeah.
Okay, an inch and 2/3. Okay. So an inch and 2/3 is slightly less than an inch and 3/4. It's always hard on these. I was having this trouble the other day. I was trying to do a little DIY project and divide. These are really quite odd. The markings on rulers are weird. They're like, I never really noticed this before, but when you get beyond halves and quarters, it's
Yeah.
very strange. It's like, oh, I have to divide a 0.25 by 4. Do you know what I'm
Yes.
trying to say?
Totally.
Like, why didn't
Yeah.
they make a fifths at that? I mean, why didn't they make into be 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5? Anyway.
It was a
Deep thoughts.
pre-decimalization, I think, right?
Right. Okay, so anyway, that's marking where I'm going.
I mean, so while you're struggling with that, I mean, stocks, right? When I was when I was still growing up, all the stock prices were still divided into units of 2s solely, right? So I'd open up the paper, and your stock prices would be like $1.07 and $5.05, right? Is actually how it was reported. And that stuff wasn't decimalized until like 2000, I think.
So this time it will be 1 1/3 because I've got 8 inches.
Got it.
So 1 1/3. So it'll be
Put a
about
die
there.
here.
Thank you so much.
So my point is decimalization is still fairly modern.
Yeah.
Like some stuff is converted in my lifetime.
Yeah.
So Baccaris is saying apparently a drafting ruler is decimalized.
Ah,
That's
cool.
what I'm interpreting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And then these guys go 9.
I think I saw some like Brexit fans that were still like irritated that the pound had been decimalized. They were like, hopefully we can go back.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is basically there. A little bit. I meant to go a little closer to the rock. There we go. Okay, and then these guys just bring up the rear.
And there's a lot of orc archers in the marsh.
Okay, now, I would like to fire a bunch of arrows into the marsh. Right?
I think you moved more than half.
Oh, you're right.
Right?
My mistake. I forgot. Yep. I just said I would like to, Dan. I didn't say I was going to.
Okay, I mean, they can pitch a couple, sure. Let's say yes. Let's say that happened. So normally, if your archers move more than half, you can't shoot.
Wishful thinking on my part.
If you move up to half, you get half your shots.
Yep, that's right.
And if you stay totally motionless, you get all your shots.
Right.
So yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel so. We haven't measured yet, but I fear that the double marsh is just long enough that we can't shoot over it.
Well, I don't want to be meta and ask, are these 8.5 by 11? But I think they look a little smaller to me.
Yeah, they're a little smaller.
So I think it might be just borderline.
They might be just borderline. Yeah. Okay, we're going to find out.
Okay.
We're about to find out. So I don't think I'm going to move.
Okay.
I think I'm possibly not going to move. So that I can get full shots.
Gotcha.
Which might be out of range, but I'm gonna take the. Wait, no, these guys should move. No, these guys on the hill. These guys should move up.
Yeah,
so
because only a couple of them have line of sight.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm on the first here. So these guys will move to the end of the top of the tier here.
Okay.
That's kind of a no-brainer.
Okay.
You're gonna hate part of this move. You're gonna hate part of this turn. And the giants will move up onto the hill. My fire giants will move up onto the hill behind these guys.
Okay.
My fire giants are right over here off camera. So they're going to move up right where these guys are here. Yeah. So they can pitch some stones over their heads. I guess that's my movement. I guess only these guys are moving. My infantry is going to stay there. Okay. I think I'm good with that. Okay, so this takes, I get 12 inches, takes 2 inches here. So as long as I'm within 10 inches, which I am, just move these guys to the end of the hill. That looks pretty good. And pretty clearly these giants that can move 12, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And these guys can't shoot because they move more than half. Okay. As long as the giants move at all, you can't shoot with them. Right. Because they only have 1 die. So here are my attacks. These orcs are going to try to shoot at these orcs. Yeah. Right. And then my horse archers are going to try to shoot at these orcs.
Okay. Now, the horse archers have a 45-degree angle.
Correct.
In the front.
Correct. This way. Right. So they can shoot anything up to about here.
Yeah.
And I think these guys are clearly within.
Yeah. I was just trying to remember what
totally
the actual...
Correct. Totally correct. So they're limited to 45 degrees in this direction, but they can shoot wherever they want over the left.
Okay, so it's more than 45 degrees total.
Correct.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Which is a terrible position, right? I would prefer...
Yes.
Right, I'm not getting to make any use of the left-hand shot at all.
Gotcha.
And then my Titan, who's not moving, will cast a spell.
Sorry to hear that.
Which I'll reveal last.
Okay.
Okay, so question number 1, I'll bring up the other camera here as I measure this. Are my orcs within range of you? So I have my short bows have a range of 15 inches. I have to be within this range. Jeez. Okay, that couldn't be closer.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I don't even know what the call is myself.
I think that's just...
Can you just do 1 rank? I mean.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely only 1 rank. So it seems to me like...
I think it's fair to do 1 rank.
You know, that guy's not in range. That guy is not in range. I think I have 3 figures. If I'm being totally honest, I think I have 3 figures barely within range. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That seems like you're being very honest.
I'm going to get 6 dice.
Okay.
3, 1, 2, 3. It's long range.
Right. So you need 5s.
I need 5s. Yeah. Oh,
that's a good roll.
That's a good roll. That's 3 figures down.
Yeah, that's nice. Do you have one of these units in mind?
It was
These are two
this
separate
one.
units.
It was
Okay.
this one.
All right. All right. I'll put
That's a pretty good roll for me. Now, my horse archers, which are shooting at the other unit, they have a range of 18 with the composite bows. 18, so that's actually a little bit better.
Yeah, you should definitely be in range.
Yeah. Okay. So who is now? Okay, they're pretty long. I got 4 figures, right? That's 18 right there.
Yep.
So 4 figures. I'm gonna get 8 dice here, and again I need 5s.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Only 2.
2.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll bring 2 down on this one.
All right, and the Titan casts control weather and turns the weather sunny.
Oh, does he really?
Yes.
Well, I'm surprised at you.
Good. That's exactly what I was hoping for.
So that's a -1 for my archers.
Correct.
And also for my.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, on both morale and to hit.
Okay.
Yeah. I will point out that you're about to roll morale.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that was one of the most sneakier moves I've ever
Pretty good.
Right.
I'm impressed. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I'm shaking. Okay. Well then, let's see. This is for this one. So we have here, 7 to 3, which is 2 plus 1.
Yeah.
So I need a 6.
So.
But the -1 morale.
Yeah.
-2 morale now.
Correct.
So I need 8.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Routed.
Wow.
That sucks. Okay. So this one, there were only 2 down.
Right.
So that's 4. 5 minus 2, 3. I need 6. I think that's right.
You're right. Yep, you're right. You're right. Oh no, Dan. Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh geez, that hurt.
That's the way morale goes, man.
Yeah.
I've been on both ends of that.
Those are rough rolls.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
By archers.
Okay, that was one of my. I will say that was one of my better moves.
Yeah, that was great.
I mean, not that I needed it to be. With those rolls, you were gonna miss.
I was
that
going to
anyway,
fail.
right?
I'm just curious. Now, would I have failed morale? Yes, it was not within.
It was only 1 pip, right?
Yeah. It was not.
Those were
within.
tough rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually makes me feel a little better for some reason.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. Take away. Fine. Take away my gloating. That's fine. And it is your turn.
All right.
And the weather is sunny.
All right. Okay.
I have 1 spell left.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Well, we're gonna go a full move forward with these fellows down the corridor there. These guys are going straight. You know, they're basically trying to avoid the marsh, through the woods.
Yeah.
Same. These guys are going straight. Okay.
And of course, Dan's ogres are not affected by the sunny weather, so they're at full capacity.
That's good.
That's a bunch of ogres.
And they're angry.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I am in woods. I'm just for all this.
Sort of.
Yeah, that's
sort
fine.
of.
So I'm just gonna say then I go 4.5 inches, right?
Okay.
So I'm just gonna shimmy around so that I'm
That's fine.
4.5. It's like
If it's easier, take them off the tray at this point.
maybe I think this will
only
actually
okay.
weirdly
Okay, great.
almost fit.
Okay, great.
I guess I do have to. Well, here's what I can do. I can just kind of, for the moment, go like this.
You know, for what it's worth, it'll actually look better on stream if you take them.
And because it'll be in the. Yeah, that's a good point.
We're pinching off the edge of the frame here.
Okay.
There, so
then that in case.
Yeah, great.
Okay. I'll save this for later.
Cool.
Okay. So that's that movement. We need to do this one. So it looks like I'm 8 inches. So I'll just go up to the edge of the woods.
Perfect.
Sorry, do you want me to get off the corner? I can get off the corner.
Oh, no, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right. That's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, I don't have any more ranged
Yeah.
weapons, so.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I think I'm more or less out of line of sight over here.
I agree.
But these guys are very much vulnerable.
Actually, I'm going to use the camera here to determine that. So
Yeah.
Get that mostly behind the woods there.
Mm.
I guess that back unit is
Maybe
sort of in sight, but
maybe
it's not my favorite option of what to shoot at. Get this stuff over here. Okay, so I think I'm not going to move.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not going to move, and I'm going to take shots. So my horse archers over there, and my orcs are going to shoot your ogres coming in.
Okay.
My titan's going to try to pitch stones at the orcs back here. It's probably out of range, but I'm going to try.
Mm-hmm.
These giants here will pitch stones at those ogres. Is
Okay.
what I'll do.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're in my 45 degrees. And
Yeah.
I'll point there. And then these orcs here is. Now I can't hit you in long range. So I've made it sunny, right? Your armor is 5. If I'm in long range, it's 6, and it's sunny becomes 7. So
Right.
I can't hit those. I can't hit any of you in long range now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Geez, I thought that was a good move, and now that the orc archers are gone, now I'm not happy with that.
Hey, but the orc archers are gone.
Yeah.
Although I do get that you were thinking they'd stick around a while longer and be disadvantaged.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Yes, I get
right.
it. Yeah.
I thought I was going to have at least a turn of coming through the marsh or something like that. Or,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I actually don't think I have any other legitimate shot. I actually don't have these guys in the right angle, and these guys are too far away.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should have moved those guys. I guess that's it. So shooting, throwing. I guess that's what I got.
Yeah. Well, that could be bad.
Yeah.
That could be bad. Let's see how it goes.
All right. Let me measure these horse archers here. So 18 inches. So it's long range. Everybody's in range.
Yeah.
And here it's long range, 15, and everybody's in range.
Uh-huh.
The Titan here, right, can throw 21.
Oh, I think that's no problem.
I actually think I'm probably out of range.
Really?
No, 20. Actually, 20. To here?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. That's actually just barely out of
Sorry.
range.
I forgot who he was shooting at. My fault. Yeah.
Man, all of our measurements here like within a 16th of an inch tonight. And then the giants here are pitching stones over there. That's clearly within 20.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody's in range of these guys. I got nothing over here.
Okay.
All right, so the horse archers, I'm going to get 14 dice.
Right.
There's 7 here. Flip the camera. And I need 6s.
Because it's long range.
Yes.
Okay.
I have 6s. There's 2 hits.
All right. So my guys, I need.
They have health 4, so
Yes.
I need 2 more. Here's the other 7 dice. That's nothing.
Okay.
Like the orcs are long range, so they can't hit.
They can't hit you because it's a 5 plus 1 for long range plus 1 because they're half blinded.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, great. Happy to hear it.
My fire giants.
Yes, the fire giant. Ooh,
I
that could be
roll
a-
1 single die, but
Because-
I have
How many damage?
does 2,
Yeah.
and my bonus to hit is 3. So Okay, so your armor's 5. It would be 6 at long range,
Yeah.
but it comes down to 3
Right.
because of the enormous house-sized boulders I'm throwing.
Gotcha.
So if I roll a 3, I score another 2 damage. I rolled a 2.
Wow.
And
Big sploosh in the marsh.
exactly. So I don't get any figures down, and that's the end of my turn.
Well, I can tell you, I'm after last turn's morale phase. I am thrilled not to be doing that again. Okay, so movement.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through the woods towards your light infantry.
Yeah.
These guys, I think are gonna. They're going, off-road in here. It's like whatever they can do to get to you.
Right.
So basically, for now, that's woods.
Yeah.
Right, and maybe I'll move one of these trees
Yeah.
out of the way.
To move anything you
Okay.
want.
All right. So half of 9 is 4.5. So basically, I just move into here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, as long as you stay in the woods, I can't shoot you.
Right. I love it. I'm gonna leapfrog just to make my life a little easier.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I think my intention is this messing things up if I kind of do that. Is that changing?
No.
It's like ever so slightly more, so I can.
Yeah.
I'll leave it like that. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah. Are we going to call those guys in the woods, or can I shoot?
Oh. Can I do that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yes,
And that resolves the question. That neatly resolves the question.
And these guys are. I mean, it's not worth piddling around.
Perfect.
With that. Yeah. So
Yeah. Perfect.
these guys also have 4.5.
Yeah.
So the front guy will get here. Are we in agreement?
Yeah.
A little more actually.
I agree with that. Measure to here, and then.
Yeah, but good point. So that's 2.5 to there.
Right. So you can move 4 inches past that in the open.
Yeah. Okay. Which would be here.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
I feel like you've paid a lot to get through those woods, so I think that's enough.
And I think, this guy was parallel. So originally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. Sorry. That guy should not be that small. I mean, these guys are still in the woods. Let's say that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What did I forget?
I don't think you haven't moved those ogres, which I'm assuming you're just charging forward.
Hey, it looks like.
Shit.
What do you think? I think I got it.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's right. It's exactly 9. It's exactly your movement. Jeez, I thought I had another turn there that I was going to massacre you.
Made my day.
Damn
Oh,
it.
I get to attack you. Whew, this is a sweet moment indeed. All right, so I got 2 ogres in two figures of ogres, and they get 1 attack each.
Yeah.
And they do. Because they have 4 health, they get +1 to damage?
Correct.
Okay.
+1 to hit.
+1 to hit, I'm sorry. But it says damage bonus. Am I misreading?
Right. So if you
1.5.
There you go. So if you hit with both of these, I'm going to take 3 damage.
All right. So I'm rolling 2 dice.
Yeah.
I need 3s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Miss with 1. It's 1 hit.
All right. So just 1 hit.
So
Okay.
I take 1 damage. My horse archers do have 2 health.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm afraid that's all my attacks.
Yep. All right. So my horse archers are going to stay there, and they have to pull out swords and melee you. I don't want to do any more shooting in there, at the risk of hitting my own guys. Right? We had this question from last time. I guess we didn't resolve.
What was that? Forget.
Can you shoot at the back of it? Can you shoot at the figure at the back of a unit? And
Yes, we
avoid,
resolved that.
Did we?
I think. Well, the die roll resolved it.
Right.
But I actually
Right.
thought that made more sense because
Okay.
because remember we talked about a single
Yeah.
rank would be harder
Yeah,
to
yeah.
hit than a
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that there's the arch in the archery there.
Yeah. Okay, now my infantry here are going to attack your ogres.
Great.
That's clear. I don't like this stuff here.
I kind of like the cowardly orcs. Like they just take a few casualties. And they're like,
yeah, right, totally.
I'm getting out of here.
Right, exactly. Okay, my fire giants are going to come off the hill and attack your ogres from this side.
Oh no.
That's what I'm going to do. My orcs here, just like you just said, are going to turn around. They're going to about face and go to the back end of the hill.
Okay.
See, I don't even if I'm allowed to shoot the back of those ogres, I don't have the angle on most of my figures.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm going to do that. I'm going to stay here, and some of the figures I've got the angle on,
sure.
so I'll shoot with probably about half of these figures.
That makes
is what
sense.
I'll do. And these guys will stay right there. And what can my Titan do? I guess my Titan's just going to stand there. I don't see much other move. All right, so these guys are clearly within 12, so I'm just going to move these guys here.
Yeah, they're very mobile. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now the question is, are the giants within 12? So turning costs like 1 inch.
Yeah.
And I want this to be within 9. I'm not within 9.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, within 11.
Yeah,
sorry,
you're
right,
fine.
within 11.
You're
right.
fine, yeah.
Ah.
Oh, dear.
Okay. You know, I made a note. Some of the trays I've stickified with
which works
spray,
great.
and some I have not. Like this tray right here. So I made a note here. I need to adhesive all the trays before next time.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's that. These guys about face, which is half their movement, and then they can go 6 after that, which is the back end of the hill. Okay. Just do this. That's my movement.
Very good.
So over for attacks, now that you're in melee, I get 4 dice.
Yeah.
For the 2 figures up front there, horses and men, and I need 5s.
Gotcha.
Jeez, there's actually 3 5s.
So one of these guys is down.
Yeah.
And then I have 1.
Right. And then we agreed I got like half of these guys, so I'll say 5 figures.
Yeah.
Shooting at the back figure that was there.
Yeah.
That's
so 10 dice.
Some of them I have to be in short range.
And it has to be 6. Yes.
Yeah, I have to, so actually that's even less figures because the ones that are within 7.5 are just 1, 2, 3. 4. I think there's 4 figures here.
Okay.
Within 7.5.
Sounds good.
So I will get 8 dice, but I need 6s.
Yeah.
There's 2 6s.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I got 1 figure and a little bit more. Now over here, I got 5 infantry in contact. That's 5 dice, and I need 5s. There's none. Mm-hmm. The fire giant there has +3 to hit.
So he just needs 2?
I need 2. That's 2 damage.
All right. You have another? Yeah,
I do.
Thank you, sir.
So that's the end of my attacks. You do need to make morale for the ogres.
Okay. So it's
pretty
4.
Easy. Yeah.
There's no, and then they have 4.
4 for their health, yeah.
So
that's automatic.
Yeah, it's automatic, yeah. Thank goodness. Okay. my
grab this figure here.
turn to declare move. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, so I would like to. I think there's going to be a little change of plan now. I think these guys want to get in on this.
Got it.
So we're just going to go straight through these woods.
I see.
Yeah.
I might have made an error there.
It's going to take a while. They're pokey. 4.5
Yeah.
gets us to there, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I don't even have to move a tree yet. And then I assume these guys will be kind of right behind them. Yeah. 4.5.
Right.
And in case there's any question, I'm in the woods here.
Nice move. Yeah.
All right. Okay, melee time.
Right.
It's clobbering time. All right. I have here, I guess, you have how many health?
11.
Yikes.
Dan's pointing at my fire giants. The fire giants have 11 health.
Yeah. So these guys are in the unit. I know that
Yeah.
the base isn't right. What's the wraparound potential here? Like, I guess my real question is, can I get another ogre?
Okay, so so this is part of movement. The rule is if you don't move. So what it says, if you don't move, you can pull 3 figures around on each side.
Okay.
And actually, I guess that's a possibility over there with the horse archers too.
Okay.
We've said on an ad hoc basis that you can't move a figure more than its full movement to do that. But I think.
So could I get both of these in contact?
Yeah, I think the answer is yes.
Okay. Can I flank him?
Make sure, yes, if the unit, you're going to keep your unit contiguous, right? So you have to have a chain of figures.
Yeah. Okay.
One connected to the next.
Okay. So I think what it will look like, and just correct me if I'm wrong, is this.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think then I'm going to let you make the call if that's behind him or not.
So you know what the rule says? 3 figures. You could bring this guy around, and clearly
Oh.
that guy would be at the rear.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I've made a terrible mistake here.
Here, just to make this work a little better, I'm going to put
perfect.
the big one here
Brilliant.
and the little one here.
Brilliant.
Okay. All right.
And if they fit, you could bring ogres around with the horse archers too, according to that rule.
All right. Let's make sure I don't knock the table over as I stand. Okay.
Yeah.
It
Yep,
does
yep,
actually.
Yep, yep. Okay. You're okay?
All right.
All right. I'm very unenthusiastic about that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you have wrapped your ogres around and are all in contact now.
Okay, very good.
Let me give you more dice.
Thanks, sir. And these 2 here. Okay. So in that case, I would like to do, and this guy as well. Do I need to turn him to attack this?
Yeah, do that just to represent what
to
you're
represent
attacking.
what I'm doing.
So you have 4 ogres attacking my fire giants. One in the back.
Yeah. So the ogres are just 1 die each.
Yep.
Let's do 3.
Yep.
That need 4s.
I agree.
Okay.
Yep. Those
All
are
right.
2 hits.
Good.
I'm gonna use this D20 here.
And then one that needs a 3.
Correct.
And
Ooh,
he
missed
didn't
that.
get it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
+1 for their strength, right? So you got 2 hits. I have
yeah.
to score that as 3.
You're right. 2 + 1 is 3.
Yep.
You're right. All right. Yeah. Okay. So on the other one though, that 3rd die was way low, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
agree, yeah.
Okay. So just one more ogre attack here. So he needs 2. Wait,
It's
no,
3.
3.
Yeah.
And he got it.
Hit there. Okay, so one guy down here.
Now the fact that 2 of these hit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you give another damage? You did.
Yeah,
That's
when
what you just did.
That's
Okay,
exactly,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Okay, that's what you just did.
Again, ogres get 50% more damage in original D&D is what it is.
Right.
So over there, kind of similar, you're going to get 4 dice.
Right.
And you need 3s.
Gotcha.
Every 2 counts as 3. Those are all hits.
Oh my god, that's great.
So I take 6 damage?
Yes,
I
sir.
take 6 damage, and that actually knocks down 3 figures.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right.
Oh, it doesn't seem right?
That doesn't seem right at all.
Yeah, well.
That ogre rule seems broken. Okay. All right. So it's my morale checks.
The dice there.
Let me see here. So for this has got to be automatic.
Yeah.
It's 13
You got a
plus
cajillion.
13.
Yeah.
The giants don't need to make any morale checks, but my horse archers, 4 divided by 3 is 1, plus 2 for their health.
Yes.
So I need a 6 or more.
Mm-hmm.
8.
You're okay.
Still in the game. Still have 1 damage. Well, that changed. All right, so the horse archers will be in melee, and my orc archers are going to left face and charge into melee. I'm not going to get many in contact, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm committed here pretty well. These orc archers are going to bout face again.
Yeah.
And then try to charge into battle.
Oh my goodness.
They have swords, yes. So they got bows in one hand, swords in the other. So
Wow.
I guess it's melee time. My Titan is just checking things. It's like, yeah, this is going about what we wanted. This seems going pretty well.
Yeah.
I guess the Titan's going to work up the hill behind these guys, I guess.
Okay.
Just to be in position to do something. So these guys left face, that's half their movement.
Okay.
If I can avoid knocking everybody down. So I'll just do this to mark that. So they have to take a couple inches this way. I can put somebody here.
Yeah.
Now, if I move, I can only bring 1 miniature around the side.
Okay.
So I'll have somebody go in like this.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's what I got.
Well, several rear attacks.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe 2.
Mm-hmm.
I guess those. Yeah, I guess several. Because that counts as contact there.
Yeah.
I said I'd turn these guys around, and they have 6 inches of movement. 6 inches. So I'm just going to get to the edge of the woods, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Good with that. And I said the Titan move up here. Pretty clear that they can do that. That's my movement. So melee. That's what I got. Let's do this. So I have 2 horse archers in contact. So that's 4 dice.
Okay.
And I need 5s.
Yep.
No hits.
Wow.
I got 1 orc on the side. I'll just roll that. I need 5.
Yep.
Not a hit. And then I have 3 on the back. You
So
okay
you
with
need
that?
4s, yeah.
Yeah, so I need 4s with these. Now there's 2 hits.
Okay.
So that is going to knock a figure down.
All right. So should I take this figure off?
Up to you. Totally up to you.
Seems like he's the one that took it.
Could be anywhere.
Okay. So this one, and then I have. So you got me 2 hits. So I.
Okay. Julian. Yep. Julian's pointing out. Thanks, Julian. I'm so glad you're watching this. It's sunny. I need 5s.
Oh, it's sunny. All right. Let's see if I can get this guy back in there. Thank you, Julian.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Great call. I got overexcited about that.
That's the tricky thing. Do you know this happens to me in D&D all the time?
Yeah.
Like a bunch of orcs will run out of a cave and attack, and I always forget the minus.
Yeah. I
It's
hear that.
tricky.
It is a little tricky. Yeah. It is. I really feel bad when I'm doing it in my favor. That's the times that are the worst.
Well, of course.
So glad Julian just caught that. So you take no hits over there whatsoever. Now over here, I have 5 regular guys, so they're fine in the sun. I need 5s on your ogres. Now there's a bunch of 5s. That's actually 3 hits.
Okay. So I already had 2 damage.
Right.
These guys have 5.
4 health.
4 health.
Yeah.
So I go flip this to a 1.
Yeah.
And I'll knock a man down.
Right. Now you got to take from either this side or this side to keep them contiguous.
Oh, right. Of course. Yeah. So let's say that. What's this guy?
Yeah. And then I have the giants, and I need 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're at +3 to hit, so I need a 2. And you take 2 more damage.
All right.
Okay. Does this morale check make any difference? So you're going to be at 4 + 4, which is 8.
I don't
It's
think
automatic.
Yeah, it's automatic.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you wanna?
Yep,
I don't know if you have a box over
I
there.
do.
Thank you.
All right. Your movement.
All right.
So this is turned into enormous orc on orc beatdown, basically.
Oh, for sure. I don't really have anyone else I can wrap around that I know of. This guy's already up front, just making that clear.
Agreed.
Oh, so I do have this then.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna swing around and
oh shit.
And really try to make you suffer.
Okay. I think I'm suffering already.
So wait, these guys have 9 movement. My
Right.
better bet is probably to side face and then 2 1/4 inches.
Yeah.
But then when I hit this,
Yeah.
shoot, I don't know if there's any way to
That's
get
a
you.
good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, at least I'm in the woods. You can't shoot me.
Correct. If you gave me any kind of daylight at all, I could do 20 dice of shooting at you.
You know, I think I'm just gonna. This is what sucks about terrain is you just waste turn after turn doing nothing.
So Dan is debating what to do with those orcs in the woods right there.
So I could spend, 4.5. I would just get in touch with my own figure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get in touch with any of your figures, which would be meaningless. And after having moved, now, well, let me ask you this. So if I'm in touch with contiguous figures in combat, can I wrap around one figure after that?
Around your own guys?
Yes, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Because it's a different unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
because
different.
at that point you're not in contact for melee.
It's no longer a unit doing something. It's a new unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
If you took a whole turn to reform into a giant line, that would be.
Okay, I think I'm gonna side face and stay.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. Reasonable.
Oh, and then do I need to declare? There's nothing else to declare.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's the right move, honestly. I'm going to have to go in and flush you out, basically.
Okay. Can these guys be representative of the... Should I go ahead and...
Yeah,
okay.
That's good.
Okay. So now it's time to attack.
Right.
So I've got 2 front attacks on your fire giant.
Right.
Which need 5s.
Yes.
Plus 1, so they need 4s.
Agreed. Yep. Agreed.
Okay, 2. And so I got 1 hit.
Okay, so I'm up to 4.
Yeah.
Where's the 4?
And this one needs a 3. From behind?
Yes. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now that's 2 additional.
Correct.
Yeah.
So up to a 5 and then up to a 6.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So that's half my health.
Great. That went about as well as I could hope.
Yeah.
1 attack on these fellas.
Yeah.
So they have 4 armor rating.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to just need a 3.
Right.
Bah.
Ooh. Now, a couple minutes ago, Julian said that Lightfoot are overpowered and need to get nerfed.
Oh.
I don't know if you agree with that.
I don't know because we never use them. That might be why they've flown under the radar.
I think he's responding to what's happening right now. As I'm rolling very well with them.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. Well.
And then you have ogres over there.
Ogres.
Right?
Yeah. So basically, it looks like I just have 4 ogres attacking your horses.
Yeah, which worked pretty well last time.
Okay. So that needs 3s? No.
Yeah.
Is that right? 3s. Yeah.
So last time you hit with all of them. How about you not do that? Ooh, mostly 1s.
Okay, well, single hit.
Yeah. So a single hit. Now that I was already damaged, so that does take a figure down.
Well, that's good. Okay, that's me.
And I will have to make a morale check for that.
Okay.
So 3 divided by 1 is 3 plus 2 for their health.
Yeah.
So I need 4.
Yeah.
Actually, 4 will do it. 4 is exactly what I got.
Oh, close.
That damage die off. Very close. All right, so I'm going to pull more orcs around. I'm going to wrap more orcs around to get them in combat.
Yeah.
I'm stuck here. I will move forward to get in melee in the woods. That's probably going to happen. So I'm going to pull 3 figures around here. Going to be contiguous. 1, 2, 3. So some of these guys are moving a little bit through the marsh there. I think that's okay.
Yeah, you've got enough movement.
And this seems pretty obvious. So it is nothing to go down. Maybe
you're going to
add 2 inches, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move.
Just tell me. Yeah.
Just to show that this is happening in the woods.
Yeah.
Let me get another die.
Do you want me to scooch them back? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we will scooch them back just a little bit.
That's perfect.
Say that this is actually happening in the woods.
Yeah.
Great.
Neat.
All right. Here comes a lot of melee. So horse archers. I get 4 dice. I need 5s. There's 1 hit.
Got a hit. So that means 1's down,
Yeah.
right?
So either this guy or this guy to keep it contiguous.
Right. All right. Why don't we get this guy out of the
okay.
mix? Sorry.
Even more difficult than last time.
Those bows are really tricky.
Yeah. So against that guy, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 figures actually. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 figures. I'm just going to roll the 7. I won't worry about the back attacks.
Okay.
So they need 6s.
Okay.
They need 6s in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually 2 hits.
Okay. So now another figure. Oh wait.
That health die shouldn't be there.
That shouldn't be there now. Yeah. Gotcha. So
or
now
it should turn
it's
into 2.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So here I've got 5 orcs pulling out swords. Normally I'd need 5s, but in the sun I need 6s.
Right. Look at you.
Wow. That's 3 hits.
All right. So 1, 2. Does it matter which unit? Which unit would you like these to?
Right. Those are 2 separate units.
Yeah.
This should be from the front unit.
This is the front unit, or that's the front unit?
This is the front unit, the one I'm actually in contact with.
You're not in contact with both of these?
Oh! They're like this, and I thought they were like this. I see. Oh shit! I didn't even see that. You get to pick. I should have split up the dice, so you get to pick however you want.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do 2 and 1.
Perfect.
I guess that makes my odds a little better.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what you ought to do. Yep. Great. Tree there.
Okay.
So on these ogres here, so here come 5 dice from the men, and I need 5s. I can't miss today.
Wow, you're doing quite well for yourself.
There's 3 hits.
So that brings down another ogre.
Yeah.
And then 3. So 3 hits. 2 left over.
Yes.
2 left
Yep.
over. Okay.
And then here's the end of it. The giant needs a 2.
Oh boy.
And there's a 2, so you take 2 more damage.
Skin of his teeth. So that's another one down.
Correct.
I guess doesn't really. I guess I'll take this guy. And no damage die anymore. All right. So morale, I think I might be automatic. 8. Well, no. 2, 4, 6, 8 to 2. That's only 4, and then I got a negative.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, up 1 for the health, down 2. So I think you need a 6. I think.
6.
So 4 up to 1 for their
3.
health, and then down 1 for
6.
chaos, and down 1 for sunny. So I think you need a 6. Okay, they're still there.
All right. And then the other one is there was only 1 down, so it might be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
That's automatic.
Even when it's reduced to a 7.
Yep.
Yeah, it's okay. All righty.
Now you got to make a morale check for these ogres here because you lost 2.
Oh, right. 2 ogres down. So 1 plus 4 is 5.
Yeah.
So I need a 4.
Down 1 because they're chaotic, so you need a 5.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need 5.
Oh, that's good.
No problem.
And then over there you lost 1. So
3. No, 2. How many do I have left? 2, 3. Okay, 3.
Yeah.
Plus 4 minus 1. So that's 6. I just don't get snake eyes.
Exactly. Oh. Not snake eyes.
It's not snake eyes.
Okay. And Julian's asking, is there sun in the woods? Right?
I know,
and
I was thinking that too.
We all did, right? Yeah. We all did.
Not if it's Mirkwood, right?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So the rules don't say that. So we're going with it's sunny everywhere. But every single one of us all did have that thought. Possibly reasonable. So I stay here. I stay there. I think I have like 3 more figures I can wrap around.
Yeah.
That's going to be it because at that point I'm going to have you surrounded.
Yeah.
And this is awkward. Okay, so my men are going to move in here to get in contact, and my Titan's gonna charge down here in order to also get in contact.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right here.
I guess he's afraid of the orcs. I guess he's a wimp.
I'm going after the stronger. Okay, so 3 guys, and they've been taking a couple turns to get around here. You know what? I can only fit in 2.
Okay.
Okay, I've got you totally surrounded there. So these guys can clearly move. They can move 12. So I'll just go do this.
Yeah.
And do that.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like I'm gonna have like 3 in contact.
I mean, you've got enough movement. You can. Yeah. You could.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
And then this guy's within 12 pretty easily, so we'll get in there.
Okay.
And I'm allowed to pull guys around here.
Yep. 3 on the side. Right?
Am I taking 2 turns in a row? I'm taking 2 turns in a row, right? Thank you, Julian. I'm taking 2 turns in a row.
Sorry.
Dan. Yeah. That's okay. This. Let me back that up.
This also has happened to me in D&D. It's also true to D&D.
Right. Frankly, it was me rapping that was like, wait, that doesn't make sense.
Okay. All right.
You should rap here.
Sorry,
you should take your orcs and
yeah.
you should rap
I gotta
3
wake up.
on each
Gotta
side
wake
is
up.
what you should do.
Okay. Okay. So that's then my movement. That will be my movement. I should come from the back. So I'll say 1 on each, 2 on each side.
So some of us in the chat are suggesting either a turn conch, or I'm thinking of a poker dealer button.
I guess technically there's a gap here, so I'll put a couple here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that.
Great.
Okay. Oh, that's a good idea. Something to remember with?
Yeah.
What's a turn conch?
I've never heard of that. Is that Vaquarius? Is that a thing in another game, or are you making that up custom? Am I taking 2 turns in a row again?
What is the poker dealer button?
So in a standard, in the poker that I'm familiar with, you have people around a table, and who's dealing switches. So every turn, every hand, person A, then B, then C, then D is the dealer, and so there's a white chip that says dealer, marking that, and the turn ends, and you pass the dealer chip to the next person to mark who's dealing, and they're also the start of the hand at that point.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and I think that's all I can do. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and attack.
Yeah.
And so let's start with what's left of my ogres. What's left of my ogres, is it still 1 rear attack, 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So the rear attack needs a 3.
Mm-hmm.
An agreement there?
Yeah. Hit.
Okay. And then this one needs a 4.
Right.
No.
Okay, only take 1, so I'm up to 7 damage.
Okay. All right. Over here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which I think is all the red dice, right?
5 orcs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I agree.
And so these fellows need 4s.
Right.
-1 because of sunlight.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So they need 5s.
Right.
Ooh, not so good. I think at 1 hit.
Yeah, there's only 1 now.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bad.
Jeez.
Bad roll. Yikes. Okay.
Wow.
Over there.
You can't get a break tonight.
I know, it's not my game.
That's miserable dice for you.
Okay, so the ogres, I have 3 of them.
Yeah.
So they need 3s.
Yeah.
1 hit.
Only 1 hit. Damage dice here. Yep. Whoops. And that's it, eh? Okay, so morale checks, nothing there.
This gonna.
Yeah, 9 divided by 1, 10, down to 8. Yeah, that's automatic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the turn that I was trying to take. I'm going to do that same movement that I was talking about.
There you
So 3 guys do move around here. God, I get overexcited and I'm like, oh, I get to take another turn.
It's
And
hard to keep up with that stuff. And you know what? It's funny though.
it's so embarrassing.
Well, you know what's funny? I thought you had figured out how not to let that happen because you just roll initiative once. I thought, oh,
Right?
it's because I'm always rolling initiative that I'm always
Right.
confused. But I actually think maybe rolling initiative helps because it's like a reset.
Well, that you
reminder.
might be right. That might be a good point.
I don't know.
That might be a good point.
I don't know.
So, let me just move this guy here so he's in contact. Does it make sense for me to move guy? I mean, there's only 2 guys that I have. So I will wrap the 2 guys that I have left here
Okay.
and here. And now everybody's in contact.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, so over there, horse archers. I got 2 figures in contact. That's 4 dice. I need 5s. There's 2 hits, of course. So I'm gonna knock a figure of ogres down over there.
Okay.
That is one of my orcs.
Oh, well. I'm sorry. Okay, so let me see if I can pull one out of here. Oh, this guy, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, this guy.
Perfect. And then it looks like I have 3 guys at the back. 3 guys at the back, your ogres. And I need 5s in our current. So back and Sunny cancel each other out, and I need 5s. And there's 1 more hit. And then I have 1 guy that's not at the back, and I need a 6.
Oh, wow. So that wipes out my ogres there?
No, you have 2 hits.
Okay. So just leave
You're
that.
right, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Over here, I have 3 normal guys on your ogres, so I need 5s. Okay, there's no hits there. The fire giant pivots to fight these guys better. Let's do this. So I need a 2. Then you take 2 damage here.
All right. So,
All right.
here's my damage die.
And then the solo Titan's gotten in the game. He automatically hits, only does 1 damage.
One of these guys?
No, here.
Oh, he's over here. So that rings up to 3.
Right.
All right.
And then here, I don't have any back attacks, so it looks to me like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 against this unit, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on this unit.
Okay.
No, 5. This guy's mine.
So yeah, you had
This
one
guy's mine.
more.
So 4 here and 5 there.
Okay.
So here's the 4, and I need 6s.
Okay.
No hits. And here's the 5, and I need 6s. No hits.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
Do you need a morale check over there?
I think I do. So 2 to 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6, minus 1 is 5.
Right.
So I need to roll 4.
Right. Oh man, Dan. Holy smoke.
All right, so that's over. That's over and out. Oh no. Okay. Oh,
So-
bloodbath tonight.
Yeah, right.
Ugh.
So while Dan's pulling that squad of ogres off the table, so Julian's got this good point in the chat here. And Backways, thanks for checking in. See you later. So Julian's saying he was looking at the chainmail rules closely for his game recently, and is pointing out that ogres are much more ferocious in chainmail than they are in D&D.
Huh.
And he's right, because all of, and he could say the same thing for giants and stuff like that, because all of those big figures in chainmail all work like they have what I would call sweep attacks.
Right.
So ogres
Multiple
and
dice.
giants, right. So ogres roll 4 dice each,
Yeah.
right? And giants roll 8 dice each. And we had somebody else that was watching the stream for the first time, or somebody else was playing Book of War for the first time a couple weeks ago, and that was their assumption,
Yeah.
right? And I think they had bugbears on the table.
Yeah.
So every single figure was rolling 3, and the bugbears just rolled through, at the price values that I have, just rolled through the enemy army like a knife through butter.
Nothing.
But when you get to D&D, at least a couple months after the first publication, those non-human fighters aren't getting sweep attacks anymore.
Right.
And technically in Volume 2, it actually does say to do that, but that was nobody ever said to do that after that particular month in 1974, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So I know some of us, like our friend Josh, will still want to play that way to make them ferocious, but you kind of have to make a decision one way or the other.
For sure.
And like on this game here, for me to figure out what the proper pricing is. So for us here, it's priced in that those figures only get 1 attack each, and you can see that with my giants too, right?
Yep.
I'm not rolling 11 dice.
No, thank God.
Yeah. So that was morale turn, and it's now your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think all I have left to do is some melee. So why don't we start with what's left of my ogres? And it looks like there's 2 of them. I guess I'll keep pounding on the fire giants, just hoping to go lucky.
Yeah.
I still won't be able to kill you. You have 11 health.
Correct.
So the best I could do is get you to 10.
Right.
All right.
Right.
So is one of them still behind you? At one point, one was.
Yeah, I just turned around.
Oh, you turned. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then I'm gonna roll 2 dice, and I need 4s.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Hey, something went my way.
So 2 hits, which causes 3 damage.
So you're 1 point away from defeat.
Yep.
Now, here I believe I have. Oh, I guess I could have. It's past the movement phase, though.
Go ahead and do it.
Okay, thanks.
I've done that at least
Thanks.
once.
All right. So we'll go 1,
Jeez,
2.
that's a lot of orcs.
I don't know. Is he? Maybe I'll. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to figure out what's what here. Yeah. 1, 2.
Considering they're all the same figure.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Are we
Right.
even gonna know whose is whose? 1, 2, 3.
Maybe keep them off the tray for that
off
reason.
the tray for that reason.
But I've got a guy off the tray myself.
Yeah,
right?
this is.
Okay.
But
How
he's
about
an
this?
archer. He's an archer.
Okay. Good point.
Yeah.
Let me put my guys on my tray just to try to keep
Yeah,
track, like you're saying.
Yeah. And then 1.
Yeah.
That's your guy, I think, isn't he? He's an archer. This guy's an archer. Do you want to move him?
Good point. Put that here.
So then,
good point.
well, things are getting a little bit sloppy here. Okay.
I feel like this is appropriate for a big orc fight.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, 1, 2, and then 1 more. 3.
Wow.
Okay. So I have 1, 2. Well, I guess these guys are
Right.
flanking.
Let's say yes. Let's say those guys back there
so
get rear attacks.
5 rear attacks.
Let's say yes.
Okay. Why don't I do them first?
Yeah.
So 5 now. So they would have needed, if they were just normal men, 3s, but because they have a -2 right now, they need 5s.
It's just -1, so they need 4s.
Oh,
You're
just
thinking with
-1.
morale.
Yeah. Okay, so they need 4s.
Yeah.
So 3. Well, how many did I say it was again? 5?
5 dice. Yeah.
Okay.
4s. That's
Alright,
2.
just 2 hits, yeah. Alright. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yep.
So I'll do 10.
This over here.
Can I use this?
Go ahead.
Alright. These guys need 5s. No, -1. They need 6s. No, they need 5s because that is.
Agreed.
math.
Yeah. 5. Oh.
Well, it looks like it's
4.
1, 2, 3. I just see 3. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now that unit's getting sacrificed pretty well. Right, and you attack my fire giants over here. So these orcs, there's only 3 left
Okay.
of that archer unit. So 3 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4 is clearly 0.
Yeah.
I got 1 for their health, but down because they're chaotic and down for sunny. So I'm at -1. I need a 10.
Okay, good luck.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. But if the dice come up 10 or more, they're still in the game. 7, and they're gone.
Alright. Victory.
Okay. Get that tray out of there. All right, so now... Okay. So now on my turn... Oh, yeah. I'm going to reform these orcs
Yep.
into a coherent body. Man, the alignment of those horse archers is just exactly the opposite. Julian is putting words in my mouth in the chat. He's saying that am saying some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. That sounds like a Zat Branniganism.
Maybe.
I think maybe. So the horse archers about face.
Okay.
No, that's not what I want. I'm going to reform these orcs, and then there'll be space, and I'm going to send the horse archers over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like to here.
Okay.
It's going to be a full movement. So basically, I'll pull more of my guys around. I can pull 3 guys around.
Great.
I'll start. These guys will start charging your orcs.
Yeah.
They'll go. I tell you what, they're gonna go up the hill and get to like here is what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'll do. All right, so pull 3 guys around here. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get a back attacks there. Reform these guys. So take a whole turn. I gotta have the center about here, but I can reform them however I like. Okay, tree goes away. Put them right here. You good with that?
Yep.
Yeah. Send my horse archers forward. Like 24. So there's 16, 17.
Yeah.
This costs 18, 19.
Okay.
20.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Yep.
And I'm pointing in exactly the wrong direction. And then these guys here, this costs 5. I'm up to 9, 10, 11, and that's all their movement.
Okay. You want to die?
Yeah, I got it right here. Thank you. Trying to cut off your orcs there.
Right.
Okay, and then I get melee here. That's
Yeah.
the only attacks here. So I have 3 guys at the back.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
Yep.
And they need 4s. 1 hit.
So that takes down another.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Back up there. Stand up.
Oh, I should leave it out so I do them.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Now I have 3 other guys, 3 other normal men making attacks. I need 5s. There's 1 hit. So you ought to be at 1.
1, yeah.
I got the fire giants. I need a 2. That's a hit. You're up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get the titan that automatically hits and does 1.
Okay, so these guys are done.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done. Well done.
I had to cut them all down. They never got close to missing morale with those guys. You get the full value.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Would have been sweeter if I'd gotten that to.
Yeah, you were real close. You were real close.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. So I think I need to reform 2 units of orcs here. So I think like all these were this one and all these were that one. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Looks like you're cleverly reforming them in the woods.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
I'd like to reform them just like right at the edge, I guess. Yeah. Oh, I have there's an archer in there. Is this one of your guys?
I don't know. Toss it?
Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, it's up to you.
Should
Do
you have
wanna...
another figure?
No, I
Should
think
that
what
have been
happened
mine?
is you weren't actually dead yet.
Well, he is now.
Do you want to
No.
fight?
No, I don't. No, I think that unit was pretty well crushed.
Maybe he ran away. Or they ran away. Okay, so.
All right, so you have these 2 units of orcs left. Yeah, I guess I wasn't going to get a shot at you anyway because I'm in long range.
So yeah, I'm
The
just.
horses are terrible in the woods.
Here we go. So that'll just be my. That takes a full movement.
Yeah.
And then, seeing as I have nothing else on the board, that's my move.
All right. I'm going to start sending these orcs through the marsh.
Okay.
I'm going to send these horse archers, which is they're terrible in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send them here. I'm going to send them here. These guys will get up on the hill and start to go to here is what I'll do.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm going to move my giants and titans out of the way here and then reform these guys.
Okay, gotcha.
And that'll be my turn. So pretty clearly these guys can go, 24 inches. So I'll just say they're like this. Okay. In the marsh, these guys can go 4 inches instead of 12. These guys can go up to 12, so pretty clearly I can put them here. These guys can pretty clearly go here, and then I'll reform this mighty group of Lightfoot.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay. I think we're all reformed now.
Yeah.
I guess what I'll do. It's really tricky going from woods to hill like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I basically. So in woods, I have 4.5, but then -2 as soon as I hit that hill. So
Yeah.
I basically just have enough to go a little closer to the edge of the woods.
Got a wire problem. Sorry if you're watching this.
Maybe, yeah, so let me ask you. Yeah, and there's also not really much room for maneuvering. Okay, what if I were to do this? Well, first of all, these are separate.
Yeah.
This is not
you.
all one big.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So, I mean, they're practically at the edge of these woods, so I
Yeah.
guess subtract a little or whatever.
Yeah.
But
No more than one at most.
okay, so let's say maybe to like the more or less. I'm just basically trying to go to the foot of the hill.
Yeah.
So
I mean, clearly you can do that.
okay, so
Yeah.
I'll go here. Maybe I just yeah.
You tilt it. Yeah, that's fine.
There we go.
Perfect.
All right, and then these guys, you know, I guess it's the same story. They basically just go to the foot of the hill.
Okay.
Okay, done.
Great. Everybody charges. Everybody charges at your orcs.
Okay.
That possibly can.
All right.
So let's see here. Pull back a little bit. All right. So these guys can go 4, and I'm here. These guys can obviously get in contact, so I'm here.
Yeah.
My Titan, pretty obviously. I mean, that costs 8.
Yeah.
Here.
Oops. Crazy.
Trees out of the way. My giant here, that costs like 6 in the woods, 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm here. These guys here. So this is 5 inches,
Yes.
right? Which is really 10, and then
Yeah,
you
you're
move them to
fine.
12.
You got plenty of movement.
That's what the lights are really for, is to get through the tough ground easily.
Yeah. Right. Unlike cavalry.
Yeah.
Good point.
That's exactly what they're there to do. And then here come my cavalry. So these guys do have 24 inches. I'm going to try to get on the back here. So that looks like 4 inches in the woods.
Okay.
That's really going to cost me 16,
Mm-hmm.
17, 18, 19, 20. And they
Mhm.
actually have that movement.
Okay.
Like so.
Very good.
All right, let's roll some attacks. I got, and I have to divide these up. I got. Okay, so 3 guys over here and 2 guys over here.
Okay. Sounds good.
So 3 guys, I need 5s
Mm-hmm.
with the light foot, and of course they're all hits down.
Holy moly.
I got 2 guys over here. I need 5s. That's 1 hit. I got 1 guy at the back here.
Yes.
I need a 4. That's a hit, of course.
All right.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more guys.
Mm-hmm.
I need 5s. There's 1 hit. I got the Titan that automatically does 1 hit.
Okay. On this one.
Yeah, I got the Fire Giants that need a 2. That's a hit. Does 2 damage.
2 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2 Horse Archers there, so I get 4 dice. No, I get 2 dice because they're in the woods. I get 2 dice.
Right.
I need 4s.
From behind, though.
Correct.
Yeah, forward. Mm-hmm.
There's 1 hit. Those are my attacks.
Wow, not bad. You weren't gonna shoot at them. Oh, you did
I did a full
move.
move. I
You
did
did
a full move. Yeah.
All right. I think it's safe to say I don't get any ratio.
Yeah.
Well, is it a 1? I guess I get a 1.
Yeah, you're right.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's a wash. 0. Right? -2 plus 2.
You're right.
So I just need to roll a straight up 9.
Yep.
No.
They're gone.
Bye, guys. Off you go. Off you go. All right. Let's get them out of the way so I don't forget. Maybe I'll make a little pile over here just so they don't fall. You're gonna help me?
You, yeah.
Okay. These guys, on the other hand, I think there's more dead than more dead than standing. So -1.
Yeah, you need a 10. Missed it by 1.
Was not to be.
Yeah.
That's game.
That's game.
All right. Good game. Good game.
All right. Thank you for hanging in there, Dan. Those were tough rolls. That was tough to watch a little bit.
Yeah. I think the lesson learned here for me is any morale check is a major liability.
Yes. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I think I was, even in the first turn, I was like, he might hit me one or two at long range, but not too worried about it.
Yeah.
But I kind of forgot,
Yeah.
and then of course.
That can be the game right there.
So the morale checks are a major liability, and these
Yeah.
are not strong morale units.
Right.
So that was that.
Right. Honestly, I think I might have made the same choices because, the odds are, at that range. So you're at long range before the sun kicked in.
Yeah.
I only had the front row, right? I only had
it was
the front
barely,
row, right? So I had 5, I guess I was rolling 10 dice.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I needed 5s to hit. It was a little questionable what we were in range at all before we measured. So I guess I was going to hit you 3 times.
Yeah.
Would be the expectation.
Right.
So 3 hits out of 10, you'd be at a ratio of 2.
Right.
Yeah, actually, that's
two separate
units.
Risky.
Yeah.
It's 2 separate units, though. But you, of course, did focus fire on one.
Correct.
Unit,
Correct. Because I had the horse archers on
the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably if I was going to take away one lesson from tonight,
Yeah.
it was that any morale check
Yeah.
is a pretty big risk.
And particularly running at archers is really dangerous. And we both did. We bought a lot of orc archers, right? And your ideal situation is to be motionless as someone comes at you,
right.
and then you get that's the most dice you're going to roll in the game.
Right.
You're going to roll a ton of dice.
Right.
And that's really perilous.
Yep.
But you had, I had a bunch of archers, and you had a bunch of archers, and it looked like maybe it could be about even Steven.
Yeah,
I might have done the same. I don't know if I'd done the same or not. It's not.
It wasn't
a crazy move.
I could have pretty easily stayed out of range, though. I really just pushed it like a half inch too far, basically.
Yeah.
So.
But what would you have done if you weren't in range, right?
So if I had just come to the edge of here, for example.
What would you have done then?
I mean, next turn, I guess I would have tried to do a half move and fire. That's what I should have done. That's what I should.
Yeah. It's important. We found in the past it's important to get the first attack in.
Yeah.
Just to force a morale check.
Yep.
Right. Just take any chance at a morale check breaking somebody. That's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It is. The game largely pivots on the morale checks.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that.
No, it seems realistic enough, right?
I had, so am I breaking Firma? I don't think so. So I had an office hour with a student of mine, right, last week. Mm-hmm. Very, enthusiastic about the class, which is great, which is so great to see. And she said, "You're the first professor I've had. I've had professors that teach math. That's fine, and statistics and whatever. Yeah. But you're the first professor that feels that math has drama to it. That there's excitement and that there's drama to the math." And I thought that was a really great observation, actually.
Yeah.
Because in the back of my mind, this is happening. right? In the back of my mind, it's like, oh, I have
Right.
100 guys who are going to live or die based on this die roll, right?
Right. That's really true.
And it's the morale checks.
That's hilarious.
So I'm going to reveal what my other Titan, my Titan spells didn't do very much here. So I brought anti-magic sphere.
Oh, you thought I was going to bring a wizard or something?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. And so we haven't used this, right? And so I kind of wanted to find some kind of use for this. So my idea was to have my Titan be a wizard killer.
I know, well, because last time I said I was bringing all wizards.
Yes,
and
good point.
I tricked you.
You did. And the other thing is that, in original D&D, and I didn't make this up, breath weapons count as magic.
Oh, fun.
So wizards, dragons,
wow,
shut them down. So I was going to do, if I needed to, control weather.
Yes.
And then anti-magic spear myself and go on a dragon wizard killing rampage.
Nice.
But that went nowhere.
Yeah. Well, you didn't need it, so.
And then, the control weather, I was looking at, like, you had 40 figures of orcs and I had 20, and I'm like, I'm going to do a sacrifice.
Yeah. No, you made the right call.
I'm going to trade up.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is that you could, I mean, I forgot. Yeah, so you had weather vulnerabilities in opposite directions.
Yes, exactly.
That's smart.
Exactly. And I will say that, originally I didn't want to take control weather. I wanted to do something else. But when I had archers and horses and orcs, right, I need to take insurance.
Yes.
At that point, I kind of need cloudy weather, and I have to take insurance to make sure I have that.
For sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Good game. Well played, I must say.
The dice helped me out.
No, but you had some real strategy there. Yeah. I don't think it was just the dice. When we look at what's left here on the board,
it was. I really liked your formation coming in. Actually, your kind of arc formation coming into the board looked really nice to me. So that everything went my way that I could possibly hope for.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the game.
I'm glad I kept you from 2 in a row.
I know. Yeah. Next time.
So we'll plan to be back in 2 weeks. I think it'll be a little bit cooler at that point. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching along with us. Thanks for double checking me taking 2 turns in a row and getting the dice wrong at one point. So thank you so much for double checking that. This Sunday, I'll be on the channel with Paul for our standard talk show. We're going to have Mr. Matt Finch.
Oh yeah, of course.
The author of Swords and Wizardry and what we love, the tome of adventure design. So Matt has Swords and Wizardry complete revised, currently on Kickstarter. So he has a beautiful hardcover book that's coming out of the new Swords and Wizardry. Previously he had that published with Necromancer Games. Now he has full ownership over it at Mythmere Games for the first time. Cover art by Errol Otis.
Yeah.
Looks wonderful. So we'll get a chance to talk about changing the license.
Right.
Previously open game license. He's changing that.
Oh, fun.
Right. And Matt is probably the first person to realize that they could use modern licensing to make retro clones. Yeah. Right, he more or less came up with that idea. So I'm really looking forward to talking with Matt Finch on Sunday and seeing his ideas behind what he's done with Swords and Wizardry lately, and his ideas behind the licensing change and stuff like that.
Very, very interesting show. I'm looking forward to watching that.
Yeah, me too. I really and get, as usual, get in the live chat if anybody has questions to Matt. He's so intelligent, so generous, so knowledgeable about classic D&D. I love talking to Matt so much. And then I'll be back with Pool of Radiance next Thursday at this time slot, and I'll be back with Dan. I feel that Dan's probably going to come in with a lot of motivation to beat me next time.
Yeah, I'm going to have to think about this. I'm going to.
I feel that.
Stew on it for 2 weeks.
I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, all right. I keep meaning to ask before we wrap up. I keep meaning to ask this. So currently, if we have, it didn't happen tonight. If we have solo on solo action, we currently have like a mass mutually assured destruction, where both sides score a hit and you're basically gone. Would you be interested in playing by zooming into D&D
Sure.
rules.
Yeah, sure.
And pulling out the D20s and
Yeah.
kind of classic D&D stats just for solo on solo action, so that something else happens.
That'd be great. Like, will we have character sheets and stuff? I mean,
I'll prepare. I think I only need like one line of stat block.
Yeah.
Right, one line of stat block. I think that the part that's going to get complicated is how do the wizards work with their other
that's
spells.
what I mean, the spells and stuff. Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about that offline.
Yeah, sure.
But I think I'd like to try that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
That'd be a lot of fun.
Okay.
I love that. Yeah.
Okay, and if you're a patron, get on the Discord and chat about what you think ought to happen with our D&D zoom in, and we'll try that in the future if we have solo on solo action.
This is a neat idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I feel like that's what I want to see.
And are you thinking this will be like a somewhat shorthand version of D&D, or like just go for it with the normal combat system?
I feel like in classic D&D, you only need like a one-line stat block.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to it.
Yeah, I feel like I could have like one single page of stats for all the solos in the game, and I think that's enough.
Oh, good point.
Right, and I think in lieu of making up a new shorthand,
right,
why not just play original D&D in those cases?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's my thinking.
I love it.
We'll try that out, and we'll find out what doesn't work about that, and then we'll refine it.
Awesome! I can't wait.
Awesome. So thanks so much for this game, and we'll be back in 2 weeks, and hope you guys have a good week, and we'll see you later. Take care, everybody.